Welcome to another JW Fishing. Today we're fishing at Newton Park, just outside Bath, on the Bath University grounds. Today we're targeting carp. I'm going to be fishing with two bottom rigs, one on chickpea in the margin, the other one on boilie about mid-water, seeing which one's going to be the better bait. As I got here, I did do a little bit of stalking. On the far bank there was some carp on the surface, which I'll show you some film of in a moment, and I managed to have one at free lining, so I'll show you that in just a sec. Alright, so here we are then, a lovely common carp, probably about 7-8 pounds, caught on the surface, just free lining a pop-up boilie, just over to the far margin. Beautiful fish. Look at that, raising his dorsal for you as well. Lovely, let's slip him back. Right, so here's the two rigs I'm going to be using today. As you can see, on the right hand rod I'm going to be going a boilie approach, and on there is a CC Moore 15mm live system, and on that one I got a size 10 quarter wide gape hook, and it's a version of the Blowback Rig, so if you see I run it across my hands, automatic hooking, bottom lip every time, and it's on 10 pound line, anti-tangle sleeve and a swivel. And on my left hand rod I'm going to be using 8 pound line with a chickpea. Going to be seeing how the particle does versus the boilie today, so we'll see which rig does the business. Here we are then. Had the strangest bite I've had ever, really, and no wonder. I haven't caught one of these in years. But here he is, slippery as, and bloody strong. And I ain't going to be able to pick him up, I don't think. But this was on the chickpea rod, just in the margin. We're just slipping back straight in. Well, as you just seen, that was pretty weird. An eel on a chickpea. I haven't had that before. Yeah, just on the margin rod on the chickpea, really. And it was a weird bite. I mean, it went screaming it off. And I hooked into something solid, and it felt like it come off, and then all of a sudden I'm back connected to the fish and playing that little eel. So here we are, another carp, this time out to mid-water on the CC Moore 15mm boilie. Lovely little mirror carp, probably about the same size as the common we had earlier, about 7-8 pounds. But it shows that they're still on the feed. He's a lovely fish, great condition, the mouth's perfect, scale perfect, gorgeous little fish. Lovely. Just get a few pictures and then we'll slip him back. Put back the fish. Thought I'd perfect opportunity to show you what tackle I'm using. I've got a Kuma bait runner reel here. It's got 15-pound line, a bit more than what I'd usually use. I'd probably stick around 8 pounds on a lake like this, where the carp don't get too big. I mean, I think the biggest in is pushing it, well, over 20 pounds. Not sure, it's probably upper 20s. But I'd probably stick with 10-pound line, but unfortunately 15's all I had. It's a 1 3/4 pound test curve barbel rod. I love using light tackle for carp. It gives a lot better fight and it's a bit more enjoyable. So all through action, which is perfect, power right down through the butt if you do need it. And as we get down to here, this is what I'm using. I'm using a lead clip, which I put on quite tight because there's no real reason to dump the lead here. Like there's no weeds, no snags really on the bottom. And I'm using a Fox 1.5 pair lead, which is just free running, just so if we do snap off, the fish isn't carrying around the lead. And as I shown you earlier, there's the, just hooked myself, there we go. There's the terminal tackle. So we've got our swivel, our anti-tangle sleeve, 12-pound line, with a little bit of silicone tubing, just so, like I said, so it's almost instant hooking. And then the 15mm CC Moore boilie live system, which I think is the best boilie I've ever used, to be honest. I'd take it anywhere and I've caught everywhere that I've used it. That's my sort of boilie to go to if I'm using the boilie approach. Right, and attached to that I have a little PVA bag full of 4mm pellets. Just give a bit of attraction and stop it tangling when we cast it out. Right, so enough talking, let me get it back out. Right, so I just lost one on the chickpea rod, just in the margin. Felt a lot bigger fish actually. So what I've done, I've retied the rig, put a step up hook on. I've put the Corda wide gate size 10 hook on now, just so in there, if we do get enough of a run, put a bit more pressure on him without having to worry about the hook pull, to be honest. Hopefully I'll get a second chance of enough of fish. So yeah, fingers crossed. There we are then. It's a gorgeous little mirror carp, dark all over, absolutely beautiful. It's again on the chickpea rod down in the margins, so it seems to be like they're all in the margins. All that chickpea's doing the business. But probably what, about 5 pounds? Lovely little mirror carp. Can't get over how dark it is, to be honest. Beautiful fish. Beautiful. Right, so it's coming up to about 5 o'clock now. We've had 3 carp, 1 eel and 1 roach. Biggest carp was about 7 pounds, probably the common we had first off with a bit of free line on the other side of the bank. I'm going to bring in both rods now, rebait, chuck a bit more bait out around the rods, around the spots. Obviously I'm still persisting, 1 out into mid-water with the boilie, which I've just lost a fish on about 20 minutes ago. Bit gutting really. There's only enough of small ones, so not too disheartened. And then the left one's still in the margin with the chickpea, which seems to be the more active rod at the moment. But yeah, I'll probably give it, it's coming up to 5, so probably give it another hour, 2 hours, and then I'll start thinking about packing up and getting an early night. So lovely, fingers crossed we'll have another one. Right, so I've just packed up, guys. That's the end of the session. We finished on 5 fish, I think it was, 3 carp, that common we had earlier, 2 mirrors, nice dark mirror, the eel we had, which probably about a pound, and then that little roach. So all in all, a good day's session. So I've just packed up in about 6:30. So till the next time, guys, please like and subscribe as well. Thank you very much. Cheers, guys.